Hi guys, in today's episode I will try to give you my 2 cents on the objectives, KPIs and initiatives naming standards. Why this? Well, because there's lack of standardization across performance management architectures and organizations, of course, when it comes to work with objectives, KPIs and initiatives. And this is something that it's general challenge across the globe from the interactions that I have with clients on pretty much all continents. One thing is the fact that professionals do not really distinguish between objectives and initiatives, and this is because these are not standardized in the way they are expressed or written. So a few recommendations from our side is all the time to start the objectives with an action verb. This is one recommendation that maybe you have heard from my side several times in other materials or with other interventions that I've did. So all the time start your objectives with an action verb because the objectives reflect what you've do in terms of what you've planned. So also try to keep the flavors of your operations and of your strategy. This means that you should not start all the time your objective with an action verb such as increase, 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 decrease, 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 but you should try to spice up and reflect the dynamics of your strategy. You increase, you improve, you maintain, you explore, you define, you ensure, you enhance, and so on. On the other hand, when it comes to the initiatives, the tendency is to start also naming these initiatives with an action verb, and from here the confusion, because both objectives and initiatives will start with an action verb, and that what it happens in most of the times is that you'll end up, instead of objectives, to also have initiatives in your strategic architecture, while their place is not there. It can happen the other way around, instead of initiatives to end up with objectives, but this is not very often. More oftenly, you'll see the initiatives instead of objectives as part of the strategy maps, which is something unfortunate and something that you do not want to achieve. You can avoid it very simply, however, if you'll standardize a little bit the namings for these tools, also for the initiatives. And in the regards with the initiatives or the projects, just the simple way to do it is to start your initiative or project with a noun or with an adjective in front of your noun. So basically with the name of the project, CRM system implementation, fleet modernization, customer satisfaction, service deployment, factory, new factory opening, name it. So the name of the project. And in this way, you can easily distinguish between objectives and initiatives. On the other hand, when it comes to metrics and KPIs, here, because there are a lot of them, you'll find all sorts of ways of expressing them. And it can become very confusing. And again, instead of metrics of KPIs, you can end up with all sorts of other statements that might look like more initiatives or even objectives or even something else. So there is a simple way to know that what you are talking about is something you can measure, because a metric is something you can measure and a KPI is something you can measure reflecting performance. This means that we recommend the use of these three symbols that you see here, mainly the $sign for all the KPIs reflecting value, currency. This means that the currency can be reals or dirhams or euros or pounds or whatever you want. Just for the moment is still the accepted symbol for currency at the global level. We'll see what's going to happen in the future with all these changes nowadays. And also you can read the symbol like value of, in case you need to read it as such as part of the KPI name. On the other hand, everything that is a percentage, which means that as part of the calculation formula, you will multiply with 100%, you'll use the symbol of a percentage. Yeah. And for the rest, for the rest of the statements, the ones that are not reflecting currency or percentage, they are like numbers, and you use the hashtag. You use the hashtag for a number, and you can read also number of, same as with the percentage. You can read percentage of, and you do not need to read any longer number of and percentage of, or to write number of and percentage of, which is pretty much redundant. And actually that space can be used in a better way way when it comes to design a scorecard, and you need to have more space for more insightful information, such as a column for frequency, or for the owner, or for the delta target achieved, or for the risk associated with the KPI achievement, or other components that are much more important overall. Yeah. As some tips and tricks regarding this, start all the time your name of the KPI or metric with these symbols, and start also after the symbol immediately the name with a capital letter. So they are names of metrics or KPIs. So in this way, everything will be nicely aligned. It will look good, and you'll avoid any sort of confusion in terms of distinguishing between objectives, KPIs, initiatives. So as a conclusion, start your objectives with a verb, start your initiative with a noun, and start your KPIs or metrics with the symbol and with the capital letter for the names of these metrics and KPIs. And this will save the day, and you'll avoid a lot of headaches when it comes to distinguish between objectives, KPIs, and initiatives. I hope that you enjoyed today's episode. It was short, but I hope insightful. It's one of the most critical things that you can do in order to streamline your performance management architecture, and it's something that you can do easily next day if you want. So until next time, I stay safe and wish you best of performance. Do not forget, if you have 2 more minutes, maybe you'll still go with us in order to give you some recommendations related to the services and products that the KPI Institute can support you with as part of your initiatives to improve performance in your organization. Thank you very much. Stay tuned with us. So before closing, I would like to provide my recommendations in regards with the services and products the KPI Institute can support you with as part of your initiative to improve performance in your own settings. I will start from the live online certification programs. Probably it's one of the most comprehensive portfolio of programs in the field of strategy and performance management with a certification attached at a global level, as it ranges from topics such as strategy and business planning to KPI, performance management, balance scorecard, OKRs, employee performance, and it deep dives into more specific topics such as data analysis, data visualization, benchmarking, performance audit, and innovation. As you can see, all these programs are now available also in live online format, and they will be available until the end of the year, scheduled in multiple sessions, so there are plenty of opportunities to join them. More than that, the KPI Institute packed together all these certifications into one membership, and those professionals interested to access this membership will have access basically to all 12 certification programs in live online format with everything related to them. And more than that, some of these certifications, for at the moment, but will be more in the next few months, are also available in pre-recorded format. So basically you can choose from attending live online sessions or to achieve the certification by joining the pre-recorded format of the certification, which is providing a lot of flexibility. All these certifications are available to be to register and to be taken as part of the membership until end of the year. Until the end of the year. However, as part of the membership for 12 months from the registration date, you'll also have access to pretty much the entire library of the KPI Institute, over 300 resources ranging from dictionaries to research reports, and even access to the database of KPIs with over 20,000 KPIs. So it's a beautiful membership and resource for those professionals interested to advance their knowledge in the field of strategy and performance and have an integrated overview of this field of practice. On the other hand, one more thing that I would like to mention is the fact that the KPI Institute is not providing just training and certification in this practice domain, but all other relevant services related to this practice domain, such as advisory, audit, and coaching. So we do implementations of performance management system. We advise professionals and organizations, and nowadays we are also able to do this live online. Hopefully soon enough we'll be able to be on the ground together with our clients, but until then all these are enabled through live online, and it's working brilliantly. So if you are interested in any of these solutions, looking forward to stay in touch with you and to discuss more and advise you related to the best option. You can contact me directly from my mobile or WhatsApp, which is using the same number, or you can write me at adrian.bruden@kpinstitute.com, and I will be more than glad to support you. Wish you all the best. Keep in touch. Stay safe until next time.